days on the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carlos, really running the best. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the Buffalo Bills and their rookie quarterback drafted 7th overall, Josh Allen, as they get set to take on Sam Darnold and the New York Jets. With that, we head up to MetLife Stadium as we'll hand it over to the two men that'll call the action, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. It's Josh Allen who will be under center, the rookie quarterback who was drafted 7th overall from Wyoming.
And for the Buffalo Bills, this is just the 3rd time since 1983 when they drafted Jim Kelly that they drafted a quarterback in the first round. The other two, J.P. Losman out of Tulane and E.J. Manuel out of Florida State.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flush to his right, and this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Quickly now, here's the Buffalo offense.
LaShawn Shady McCoy, one of the best running backs in the NFL. Why? Because his ability to run the football. He's going to be a 1,000-yard runner year in and year out. But how about his ability to catch it out of the backfield and continue to create big plays?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
A give to McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. on 4th down. Colton Schmidt to punt it away. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. We get a peek at the number 3 overall pick out of USC, the rookie QB, Sam Darnold.
And remember, the Jets traded up to number 3. They traded with Indianapolis to get in that spot, but they weren't assured of getting Sam Darnold. And then the draft board fell exactly the way they wanted. They got the guy they wanted in Sam Darnold. And the Jets, who haven't made the playoffs since 2010, when they were led by another USC quarterback named Mark Sanchez, hoping for the same effect from this young rookie out of USC.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They run with a rookie from Virginia State, Trenton Cannon. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job, to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
I'm focused on Tre'Davious White because as a rookie, 4 interceptions, terrific coverage, and an excellent tackler in the run game. And remember, the Buffalo Bills had the number 10 pick his year. They moved back and still came out of it with Tre'Davious White, who many thought was the rookie of the year on defense in the NFL.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Anderson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Trenton Cannon, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, try to run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Here's Myers now to kick it away. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
When you're the number 6 pick overall in the NFL draft, big things are expected out of you. And finally, Morris Claiborne is starting to deliver on some of that promise. Played 15 games in 2017, the most he'd played since his rookie year, and had his best season to date. Ability to cover, ability to tackle, all the things we saw coming out in the draft in 2012, we're now seeing on the field.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now let him try again on 2nd down. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Allen. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
This give is to McCoy. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Andre Holmes that time. And it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. A nice job of bringing that in, but why was he so close to the sideline there? They had all kinds of room in the flat.
A little bit of a lack of coordination between him and the quarterback because both of them should have seen that room that was available, that space. Stop your route a little bit shorter, put it on him, and let him turn and get upfield.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Set. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. On first down, Darnold throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Darnold from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll try to run for it with Corral. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They ended up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And here come the Bills. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, here's Allen. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Buster Screen is able to bring him down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Where you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 7-0 is our score, and we will return to MetLife Stadium after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. From the gun, it's Allen. Left side here, caught by Clay. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, Allen looking for his tight end Clay, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Complete out right to Kurz. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. Green.
Here's Darnold. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second and goal, one man in the backfield. That's Crowell.
All right, here we go.
Here's Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson from a yard out. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But with that incompletion, I want to take a look ahead to Sunday night, Charles. Packers-Patriots, only going to be the 2nd all-time meeting between Brady and Rodgers.
Yeah, they met in Lambeau in 2014. Aaron Rodgers' Packers team won the game, I believe, was it 26-21. And head-to-head, Tom Brady had a nice night, 245 yards and 2 touchdowns. But Aaron Rodgers, 368 and 2 touchdowns. I can't wait to see them go back and forth in this one. I hope it turns into that type of a shootout game where, you know, one team scores, here comes the other, and both of them have big, big games.
Do you think it's eating at Brady? I know he's had a lot of success, and he's never beaten Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know that it's eating at him, but he's the type of guy that is always looking for motivation, and at this stage of his career, he has to search to find it because he's done everything. Yeah, being down 1 to Aaron Rodgers, that'll be a motivator for him for Sunday.
Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Now, CD, while we have a second, we need to give a congratulations to Adam Vinatieri. Earlier in the year set the all-time mark for field goals, but now he's the league's all-time leading scorer. He passed Hall of Famer Morton Anderson.
How about that? And that was a record that Adam Vinatieri himself said, I didn't expect anyone to ever approach that record, let alone myself. And going into the game in Oakland, a lot of family and friends wanted to buy airline tickets, get out there and be there to celebrate. He had a groin injury, and he said, hey, you might want to hold off on that. I'm not sure I'm even going to be able to play. But play he did, and he set the record. He makes a strong case to be a first-ballot Hall of Fame guy when his time comes up.
That's something as a kicker. 2,547 career points. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for his tight end Clay, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And the Jets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. And you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Darnold. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's got Curse. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's a give to Crowell, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The Jets on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Neil Sterling, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Now it's Murphy. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught on the right side by Jones. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go now.
Here's a former 1,000-yard man for the Jets. It's Chris Ivory. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Here we go now.
To throw on third down. Allen going deep for Benjamin. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
4 down. All right, here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hurry up, here we go.
2nd down and 10. Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Again, Darnold. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here now a look at LaShawn McCoy. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
Now, meanwhile, here's his
allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. Pryor has it complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Here we go now. Green, 30.
10th carry now for McCoy. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Jenkins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go here, Isaiah Crowell in the offense. Trot back out there. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
Set. Blue 90.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. The grab made by Kearse over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go now. Green 30.
Now it's Darnold. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Jones has it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go now. 3-19!
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Kelvin Benjamin. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills cut into that lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Hauschka with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And we shift our focus to Isaiah Crowell. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the 2nd quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
Yeah, he probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Let's see if you allow me to switch topics here for a second.
By all means.
Thank you. Thank you. The Saints have won 6 in a row, and they've been a team that we've talked about a lot in recent weeks. This coming week, though, they play the undefeated Rams. That is going to be a blockbuster matchup.
Man, they get them at home. They get them in the dome, so that's going to be a whole lot of fun to watch. They are a true contender to the Rams right now. Okay, let's face it. The Rams are undefeated, taking on everyone. High-flying offense. Defense with a guy named Aaron Donald that can wreck you from inside. But the Saints are contenders because their run defense is pretty darn stout. Cam Jordan, their defensive end, never gets enough attention or recognition. And now they're unleashing the rookie Marcus Davenport off the edge at quarterbacks. He's playing better and better every week. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun. Drew Brees taking on the young quarterback Jared Goff. I think we've got a blast on our hands. And how about the running back battle? Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram from New Orleans, Todd Gurley for the Rams.
Buckle up. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Let's go! 319! 319!
On 1st down, Allen. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. 1st down, and they're going to throw without it. Benjamin's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Completes it to Benjamin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go! 319!
Allen now on 1st down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jones. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Allen again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jones. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Bowden will try again on second down. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Hauschka's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Crowell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Roberts on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out now come the Jets. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On first down, Darnold. And this is caught by Curse. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Darnold on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
The Jets on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12. Darnold from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the 1st half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
the bus driver. Let's see if he can drive the bus here again on this drive.
Let's go. Green, 39.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's got his man. It's Curse. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And now it's 2nd down. Well, Charles, hard to believe. We're already at the halfway point of the season. Less than 100 days now until Super Bowl 53. And right now, Chiefs-Rams, they appear to be so good. But give me one other contender in each conference that could press them.
Well, let's start in the AFC. If you're going to give me a strong contender or have me pick a strong contender, you never take New England out of it. And don't forget, New England has the victory over Kansas City, albeit
a big seam, and he might go all the way. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who could make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They come up in an offset eye. Here's Allen. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. His pass caught at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Allen. And he's got his tight end, Clay. Touchdown, Buffalo. Charles Clay from 4 yards out. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Allen operating from the gun. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Roberts on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On second down, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Crowell. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go now.
Here's Darnold now on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here we go now.
A first down throw, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Here we go.
Here's Darnold.
3-19.
The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play. They'll run with Crowell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Now it's Murphy. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Here's McCoy. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now let's go!
They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And his pass incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen, and that is incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. But just taking a glance real quick at next week's games in the NFL. Chiefs at Browns, that's kind of intriguing. Obviously, the Browns are struggling, Charles, but Mayfield and Mahomes, that's going to be a fun quarterback battle.
It's going to be a blast, isn't it? Maybe they can recreate their day when they played against each other in college, when Mayfield had transferred from Texas Tech to Oklahoma. Mahomes is now the starting quarterback at Texas Tech. Mayfield throws for 545 and 7 touchdowns, and the better game was had by Mahomes. Now, Mahomes' team lost, but individually, 734 yards, 5 touchdowns, and ran for 85 yards more. It's unbelievable. I thought both of their arms would fall off at the end of that game.
Those are some Big 12 stats right there. Now, you've got the stat sheet from that game in front of you. How many times did Mahomes throw it?
He threw it 88 times.
That's unbelievable.
88. I think that game ended probably 2 days later after kickoff. I mean, it's unreal how long it took.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he fields it cleanly. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And now out come the Bills. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for New York. Fielded at the 20. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They go play action here on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Crowell. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Now McCoy. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Another run. This time it's Ivory. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. They'll run it with McCoy. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Now Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Darnold now to throw. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
All right, here we go.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Myers able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Now it's Murphy. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Allen now on 1st down. Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On the run, it's Crowell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, it's Crowell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Hey, set, blue, 90.
Now it's Crowell. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. To throw is Darnold. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All right, here we go. Blue,
This is Crowell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
all right, here we go. 3, 19.
Darnold. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Bills. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Allen now on 1st down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Allen on 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. It's tight end Clay, the intended receiver. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked him.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And this part of that is when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Crowell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Darnold from the gun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Darren Lee there to get him down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Hurry up, here we go.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with third and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Now let's go. Blue, line it.
Throwing is Allen on third. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. Just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
The New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
4 down. Hurry up, here we go.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Sam Darnold looking like he belongs. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 19-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And now here is another interception. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time. And that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go now.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. from the left hash mark. This a 43-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking sideline, incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So that one will be accepted.
Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Here's Allen. Man open right side. It's the tight end play. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now out come the Jets. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
Hurry up, here we go. Green
first down carry now for Crowell. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.